Now the next question is, what is the highest and lowest total resistance that can be secured by combination of 4 coils of resistances 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm, 24 ohm? A bit answer. Highest means connecting all of them in series. So the highest resistance always we can obtain by connecting all the given resistors in series, and lowest we can always obtain by connecting all of them in parallel. Now we can start doing. First, for highest value of total resistance, you have to take R series, R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 resistors are there. First you write down R1 equal to 4 ohm, R2 equal to 8 ohm, R3 equal to 12 ohm, and R4 equal to 24 ohm. And for getting highest value, connect all of them in series, and lowest value, connect all of them in parallel. Start doing. We have 4 resistors. The first one I am taking R1, it is having value 4 ohm. Then second one is R2, its value is 8 ohm. Third resistor R3, its resistance is 12 ohm. The fourth one is R4, its value is 24 ohm. Now for the A bit, to get highest value, we need to connect all of them in series. So the total resistance of series combination will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. And substitute the values. R series equal to R1 is 4 ohm plus R2 is 8 ohm plus 12 ohm plus 24 ohm. How much it is? 48. Highest possible resistance from the 4 resistors is 48 ohm. Then second bit, lowest possible, how can we obtain? Connect all of them in parallel. That is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. Then substitute the values. It's 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. You can take 24 LCM. So 1 by Rp is equal to, if I take 24 LCM, then in the numerator it becomes 24 by 8, 3 plus 2 plus 1, 12 by 24. That is 1 by Rp. We need to find Rp value. So to get Rp value, it should be 24 by 12 is equal to 2 ohm. So this is the minimum possible from these 3 resistors. Maximum is 48 ohm, minimum possible is 2 ohm. If you connect all 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm and 24 ohm in parallel, you will get the net resistance only 2 ohm. That is the smallest possible value. Done. What is the first question?
Why does the cord of an electric heater not glow while the heating element does?
What is the answer of that? You got the question. What is the meaning of the question? Inside, this is an iron box. Inside there is a heating element, heating coil. Which is the material used for making heating coil? No, nichrome. So this is the question. Suppose this is the cord wire. The cord wire used for giving electrical connection. This will give to the plug on the switchboard. So question is this one. When you switch on an iron box, this heating element, which is made up of nichrome, that will become red hot. It will glow in red color, and by using that heat we are pressing the dress, isn't it? But that time this cord wire that is made up of copper, it won't get heated up. It will not get heated up. But current flowing is same for both of them because they are in series. If this is live line and if this is neutral line, from the live line current will come through this one, okay, through the cord wire, means the copper wire, then it will pass through the nichrome heating element, then it will come to the neutral line. So when the current flows like this, it is a series line, so current will be same for both. Current is same for this cord wire and also for this heating element, but this heating element glow with red color and the wire is not getting heated up. That is a question. Yeah, very good. Because the reason is this one, the heating element is made up of nichrome, which is having high resistivity, correct? The material of the heating element is nichrome. It's an alloy which has high resistivity, and the outside copper wire is material, good conductor with very low resistivity. Okay, what is the next question? We have to compute, means we have to calculate the heat energy. Calculate the heat energy while transferring 96,000 coulomb of charge in 1 hour through a potential difference of 50 volt So the given values here, quantity given is Q is equal to the total charge we represent by the letter Q. Q is equal to 96,000 coulomb in 1 hour time. Hour is not the SI unit, isn't it? So we should convert time 1 hour into seconds. How can we convert 1 hour into second? 1 hour is 60 minutes and 1 minute is 60 seconds. So multiply 2 times by 60, you will get seconds. So 6 into 6 are 36 and 2 zeros, 3600 seconds. That is 1 hour. 1 hour equal to 3600 seconds. We have 3 equations for heat energy. Which are the 3 equations of heat energy? Yeah, VIT and I square RT and V square by R into T. We'll take here VIT. The first equation you told here. H is equal to VIT. Voltage potential difference into current into time. And you remember I is equal to what? Q by T. We can substitute this I value here because in this question current is not given. Instead of that Q and time are given. So the equation H is equal to V into, instead of current I am writing Q by T into T. T cancel. V into, instead of I is Q by T into T. T cancel means time is not required. Heat energy is equal to what? V into Q. We got a new equation for finding the heat energy with the charge value. Potential difference into charge, total charge flowing will give the heat energy. So H is equal to, what is the potential difference applied? Write down in the given quantities. In the given quantities, potential difference V is equal to 50 volt should be written. 50 volt. So 50 into Q, 96,000. What is the answer of this one? 48 lakhs joule of heat energy. Or you can write 4800 kilojoule. 4800 kilojoule. That is the answer. Now question number 3. An electric iron of resistance 20 ohm takes a current of 5 ampere. Calculate the heat developed in 30 seconds. It's a direct question. What are the values given here? Resistance of the electric iron is given
20.
R is equal to 20 ohm. 20 ohm. And current flowing through the iron box is 5 ampere. And the time of flow is 30 seconds. Which equation we can use here? First equation of Joule's law. H is equal to I square RT. That is heat energy is equal to square of the current 5 ampere square. 5 ampere square of that into resistance 20 into time 30. 5 5s are 25 into 20 into 30, 600, 15,000 joule. So today we'll stop here. Okay then. Thank you.